Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to War Thunder. You know who it is here, and we are playing. What is this? Looks like it's Naval. Yes, people, I do have access to naval battles. I just haven't been able to record it. I actually got naval access like a week ago, I believe. Anyway, it's are essentially the fourth, fifth, and sixth battles I've played. Uh, just overall, I'm absolutely enjoying naval battles. Starting off here, getting some long range shooting, and I'm using the wrong ammo belt here. My previous games, I was facing a lot of destroyers, and so I switched my ammo belts to AP. And as you can see here, AP belts do not do anything to other patrol boats, and it's actually what eventually gets me killed this run. I did just take a couple shots to my side there, nothing serious. Another patrol boat. Try and get the lead on him, but he gets taken out pretty damn quickly. But there's a bunch of destroyers and crap over there I really want nothing to do with. Another motorboat right in front of us. Lots of destroyers off to my right. Try and take a few pot shots at him, and just overall not going to score any hits here. I do try my best these games to stay in the cap zones. I try playing team support as best as possible. Now this is what really gets me killed here, and you'll see here why I say EP rounds are horrid against other patrol boats. Like this PT-15 here, he has wooden armor, and my shots are just going clear through him, not doing any real critical damage. I did, however, hit his fuel tank and light him on fire. Now, I will probably give that to the credit of the one high explosive shot I do have, but you can just see here how I can just light him up, but he was able to get close enough to launch a torpedo at me before anything happens. He did eventually burn down, which was great, but I only got the kill assist for it later on. Coming back at it again, I did switch out my ammo belts to the high explosive belt, but my A8 started shooting at a bomber way up in the air for some reason. Enemy a motor torpedo boat right in front of us, and this is why I say the high explosive belts are excellent against these. That was, I think, probably another PT-15, if I want to say, or possibly a Schnellboot. Either way, though, no, that's PT-15. You'll see, look at that damage indicator up there. He is taking a lot more damage, and their target destroyed. And he did light me on fire, but that's, difference between using AP rounds and high explosive rounds. He did really not much to me at all. He did knock out one of my 3 engines. Oh, random torpedo. Great job. He did knock out one of my engines and hit some other stuff, but nothing absolutely critical that I can't, repair right on the spot. And that really was... that is the main difference between the high explosive and AP rounds. Now, there's also the high velocity armor piercing rounds, which are hands down useless against everything. And I could see those being useful later down the road when they add more ships into the game, because those rounds have so much penetration, they'll actually go straight through a destroyer. And when you have that sort of thing and no explosive value to them, well, they're just kind of useless. Hitting that patrol boat quite hard. Just a few shots into him, already lit him on fire, and a couple more shots, and boom, he is dead. He is down for the count. I, however, did take some more damage there, but nothing super critical. My hull is not looking... let's just say has seen better days. But once again, nothing I can't repair right there on the spot. That being said, I do have a couple destroyers right in front of me, and I'm trying my best to sneak into this cab zone without them notice me. So I do pop a smoke here so my marker doesn't pop up for them. This is arcade. I do prefer playing realistic, but it is very hard getting a realistic server. And the only difference between the arcade and realistic at this point is just the markers. Now, I do expect that to change, as this still is closed beta. Sneaking into the cap zone here, I once again am trying to play objective more than anything else. I do fire off a couple torpedoes with this really janky torpedo launch system for PS4. I will say, developers, please work on the PS4 controls for this a little bit more. The torpedo launching system is utter horde, and later on, as you'll see, it does actually get me killed because it would not launch a torpedo to save my life. Now, I did launch those torpedoes because that is a heavy traffic area, and I figured, fuck it, might as well just launch them and see if I can hit something. I have gotten a couple Hail Marys so far. But anyway, the Yak 9 coming in, he is just gunning for me. I don't know what was up his ass, but he just wanted my ship. I am taking fire from another aircraft, however. And my AA decides to completely turn around and shoot at him. So I was like, well, shit, now I got to shoot the Yak 9. So I decided shooting at him, and I do actually get a direct shot right on him, blowing him up. He did get more shots on me, really damaging me. While I'm trying to select the menu there, once again, need to fix that. I was being shot at by another patrol boat, and this is actually one here that his armor saved him more than anything else. These PT-185s have a fair bit of armor on front, and that's what saved him there. And that was really the difference of, once again, I needed to switch over to the AP belts there to take him out. So it is a trade-off. Like what do you want to use it for? Most light patrol boats, you can take out the high explosives quite well. Otherwise, you got to use the AP belts to pretty much kill destroyers and some of the heavier ones, such as the PT-185. Now, coming up the PF-109, you do get like one air spawn in these, and let's just say nothing stellar happens with me in the 109. I hate 109s, but me and this guy just go head on, and that was pretty much the end of it, as he does ram me. I do try getting a couple shots on this destroyer here, but the Heinkel does come in and destroy it before I'm able to get a couple shots on him. Oh well. If you do fly a fighter, I do highly recommend you use AP belts with like the 109 is 20 mil. Use use like the air target belts on the 20 mil on that one. Then use tracer rounds on the machine guns. Now this game I'm keeping in here, this was the most exciting game out there, but the team play that went on here was very, very good. It was me and 3 other patrol craft, and the enemy had none. All the enemies in this game decided, oh, destroyers. Destroyers are OP. No, they're really not. Let's go play as destroyers. So they all spawned as destroyers. Well, this is what happens when your entire team spawns as destroyers. Destroyers get their own spawn way out in the ocean, and they only have one objective. They have a very hard time getting into these islands and crap, unlike us. So what do? We just went around and captured them. We just went around, captured the zones, and just kind of sat here. Now, we did move on. There was only like one guy that did spawn as a patrol boat. Other than that, it's just us 3 just trolling around in these things. And it did actually end up, I did die because we all went out after the destroyers because there was nothing else for us to do. They weren't coming in to capture the zones or anything, and so we just went on through to go take out a destroyer, and, well, needless to say, that's where the torpedo system got me killed. Granted, it was kind of funny watching a patrol boat kill a full-fledged destroyer blasting at it. And but overall, though, I mean, this is some time just to admire how beautiful this is for pre-alpha, not pre-alpha, but pre-beta. This is absolutely beautiful. The effects are very well done. It could use a little bit more particle effect around the ship itself, but as for what it is right now, I'm not arguing. It is very nice. The water wake is gorgeous. The actual water itself is gorgeous. And I'm just really surprised Gaijin has not introduced ships in earlier. Especially of all things, too. I mean, I know Armored Forces was quite a big thing when that came out, but Naval, really, I think, should have been before Armored Forces. There was seaplanes in the game before there were even tanks. So to me, that seemed like kind of weird that they would go with tanks first before Naval. I mean, granted, seaplanes are kind of weird to land and stuff, so, I mean, they weren't completely polished out, but, they were there. But anyway, coming in on B, they have captured it somehow, and I believe my teammate took them out somehow. But once again, it is just us 3. We are capturing Bravo at this point. And once again, just taking another look at that view. That is just absolutely excellent. For those who do not know, I do absolutely love ships. I do like planes more than ships, but I am a huge, huge naval person. Especially on smaller ships. I mean, large naval battles such as like the ones that happened during World War II and went on for 8-mile courses and stuff like that. From ranging, it's just whatever. You just got essentially one side firing at each other in volleys. Ooh, whatever. But small stuff like this, I do absolutely love. But moving on now, we do have Bravo captured and Charlie too, so our team is absolutely pushing. Once again, this is not the most exciting of game, but it does show on how the patrol boats, if they're not taken care of, or at least dealt with in some way, they will absolutely end a game. As it is, in this map, we do have 2 points to actually hold as patrol boats, towards the destroyers only have 1. And so if you're all going to spawn as destroyers, well, that's just planning to lose. And the thing with patrol boats is it's kind of weird. I look back there because patrol boats can go under those bridges. Destroyers can't. They're too tall. And so that really does close off some of the map in order for the destroyers to come through. And some of the water is actually too shallow for them as well. So it does force you to play as a patrol boat. And those who do exactly what this enemy team did here and play all destroyers, as you can see, there's 5 destroyers right in front of me, 1 behind this island, 2 there, 1 to my left, and I think 1 even further to my left. 2 further to my left. And they just can't. And my teammate destroyers right there too. And you'll see here in how if you do have, a pair or even a trio of patrol boats, they can destroy destroyers quite well. Now, once again, I do have the wrong belts on. I should have switched over to my AP belts, because if that was the case, I would have gone straight through this destroyer's turrets and saved both me and my ally. And I probably would have his ammo rack too, but that being aside, my teammate does launch his torpedoes here in a moment and get some very, very nice shots off. Now, here's my torpedo system just bugging out to no end. I'm trying to launch my torpedoes, but it's just not wanting to work. I take a direct hit straight from the front. He's using AP, so it just went straight through me, not really doing anything other than just critting my hull. Big whoop. Allowed my teammate to get off his torpedoes. Now, I'm still trying to fuck around and get my damn torpedoes out. My torpedoes still ain't wanting to launch. And as you can see, my screen's all weirded out. And there we go. There's both my torpedoes going. You're only supposed to launch one at a time, but both went. Oh, well. I mean, I got hit and... just before it phased out. He did get hit and blew up right then and there. Now, when it spawned in this time, my torpedo UI was actually there this time, as you can see on the screen. And, oh, there goes a torpedo that I didn't want to launch. And now I have the other tube going up. So, yeah, some obvious bugs are going on here, and there goes the other torpedo. So, coming straight in on that destroyer, I don't think any of those will hit. But here's a good case of what AP will actually do to a destroyer. Getting some good shots on that broadside. I'm actually hitting his boiler, not a fucking broiler. Yes, they're making steaks on that ship. Anyway, I'm hitting his boiler, and Gaijin right now does not have the boiler detonations modeled in, and so you can't kill a ship at the moment via boiler detonation. But if that were the case, this destroyer would have been dead. As you'll see here, I do actually crit his boiler right there. But, if boiler destruction was there, he would have been dead. Now, he did shoot me the full broadside, and once again, proving how AP is 100% useless against smaller ships. Now, he actually knocked out my crew there. Other than that, I would have probably been able to survive that. Once again, back in the 109, and, well, I'm just not going to say anything here, because this was kind of funny. Actually, I will say something here, but I am going I don't go after that destroyer because that's a stupid idea. I will actually go after the patrol boat to the left, but I'm going to show up now. And trade. next one. And this is the final match of the day. Moving on, and, well, for the record, he rammed me. But y'all saw it. He rammed me. Not the other way around. It was his fault. 100%. Alright, back to the actual game. The factor that, that the boilers aren't modeled in properly does kind of change things around. The moment they're modeled in, I guarantee you patrol boats will absolutely have some fun with destroyers, especially if they're using the AP belts. Now, I do charge towards A this match. I just want to keep the middle of the map held down as best as possible. And once again, gorgeous job. Props to Gaijin, especially their graphics department. Great job. Enemy patrol boat over there. I do try getting a couple quick shots, but I saw where my gun was aiming. I was like, no, I ain't gonna get those. But trying my best to charge straight towards Objective Alpha, or not Alpha Bravo, or whatever the hell I'm heading towards. Definitely a very good, fast little ship. I do love the little Schnellboot. Enemy PT boat coming in towards me. He is blasting away. I saw that too, and he actually takes out my gunner right in front in that little barrage there and sets me on fire. And this guy had to have been pissed for what I just pulled off here. I switched over to my secondary weaponry, being my anti-aircraft guns, and light up his ammunition rack and fuel tank that were sitting right there and take him out. Done. Oh, what a clutch shot. Now, turning around to my left, I do see the destroyer sitting right there, but I didn't really think he was aiming this way, or let alone even paying attention. But there is a destroyer sitting right on the other side of the island, and he does nail a few of our teammates. As you can see, his shots flying in. Now, me at the time, I did not really pay attention to that. I was more being greedy at this point, and that's why you should never be greedy in War Thunder. And to start going after this patrol boat, and there we go. Oh shit, there's that destroyer. He's aiming right at me. I take a full broadside from him. Once again, AP rounds going straight through me, no problem. Nothing really severe, and there we go. I just got taken out because he hit my ammunition load. And, well, there you go. As long as he has something critical, I guess AP is actually useful. Once again, going in straight towards the middle. Kind of going around a weird way this time. But so far, though, their entire team is once again wanting to play as destroyers, and you can't do that. Once again, showing that, you know, a team of patrol boats can beat a team of destroyers, no problem. In terms of kills, maybe not, but when it comes to objective, look at this, we have all three objectives held. Now, we are losing one, however, but that's, you know, we had them held the entire time. Now, coming up here, I am just dedicated to keep the center of this map going. I have kind of devoted my entire ship's life here to being in the center of the map, mainly because whoever controls the center kind of controls the game. And the reason being is because, you know, the destroyers, for example, they can't come through here. Look how shallow this water is. This is patrol boat territory. So keeping the center controlled by us means, you know, patrol boat accessible only. Anyway, destroyer off to my left. I see him. He takes a massive shot. I decided to start shooting at the other motor torpedo boat over there. I believe that's a PT-109. Not entirely sure at this point. Now, I do try staying out of the cap ring as much as possible because we already have it capped, and I really don't want to get messed up in those islands because that can actually screw you over. But getting some nasty, nasty shots off on a PT-109, proving it once again use high explosive for patrol boats. As that thing is made out of wood, he got absolutely wrecked. Now, I was not paying attention to the destroyer and did not realize he beached himself and decided to be an absolute dickhead and just start lobbing volleys at us. Now, being not paying attention, I was getting shot from the right. I do eventually switch over. And then there's this little bastard sitting right here trying to light me up. Now, I do end up just absolutely wrecking him. I do think I get either the kill or the assist. I think I got the assist for this. But he is an armored patrol boat. He does have a couple plates of metal armor, and I did just jam a gun like an idiot. trying to switch over to the secondary weapons, which didn't really end up all too well, as I do take another shot, pretty much knocking out my crew, getting a kill assist for that. But I'm out of action. All but 2 of my engines are done. There we go. PR-71 finally got me. The guy that beached himself. Great job. Coming back in here, I am actually still patrolling around the central island here, just trying to keep the enemy out of this. And I do make a massive mistake here. Coming in here, I completely forgot where I was on the map, being a noob. And kind of wander into the enemy spawn by mistake. We do have a destroyer in here, thankfully. I think he was able to weasel himself around and actually get into the middle island. However, that does become very short-lived, as by the hostile IL-4 coming in. And, of course, my gun not wanting to act properly there. Now, another motor torpedo boat's trying to come in, pop around the island. I was going to have none of it, and I believe both me and my teammate ship just light this guy up. There's some heavy damage, and there we go, got the kill assist. Fantastic. Another patrol boat coming in, getting some quick shots off on him. My absolute potato aim here. Getting some nice crits on him. And nearly jamming my gun in the process, but I am devoted to take this guy out. And I do believe my destroyer teammate actually gets the kill for this one. I think I get the assist, as I did just jam my gun again, like an absolute idiot. I did switch over to my secondaries to light this guy up. Yep, got the kill assist. IL-4 coming in. This is the guy I was worried about right here, as I am in control of my AA guns, but I don't have the proper gun depression, though, to actually zero in on him. And I tried getting a shot, and nope. He dropped the bombs. There goes the destroyer. Now, me just now realizing it, I was in the enemy spawn. I was like, oh shit. Then I get shot in the back by PR-7Y, who just spawned. Stupid me. Now, this essentially being the end of the match, this was a pretty impressive thing here with me and the 109. I think I'm the only fighter in existence to be killed by a torpedo. I'll just let you guys watch this one. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys actually think about naval battles. And tell me if you guys want to see more of this in the future. I absolutely love it personally. I think it's pretty damn well done so far. And I actually just really like it just to derp around. And it's not really anything, I could take, ultra seriously or anything. It's just kind of fun. And personally, I find it more relaxing than anything else. I do love naval action. And most importantly, I just like boats. Boats are cool, man. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye.